Yo, what is going on, everyone? My name is Nathan Payne. For those of you that don't know me, I live in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I wholesale. I fix and flip, I do it all, but I mainly specialize in wholesaling. And I'm coming to you live from Batch TV. I'm going live on some of my other platforms, but I want to specifically say what's up to all the people on Batch TV and tell you what I'm so excited about. All right, guys, I know, everybody knows, even if nobody's saying it, the market has shifted. All right. So doing wholesaling the traditional way of what people do, that's fine. You can do that. But what I do, my name is Nathan Payne, and I've specifically shifted and pivoted my business, and Batch is an integral part, a key part to helping me shift my business. I had a business that was full of acquisitions managers, leads managers, VAs, disposition reps, all that stuff. Had that. The market shifted. It got a little bit more difficult to do deals in Salt Lake where I was doing. So I said, look, I'm going to pivot. I was cool with all my people, but I said, hey, look, I'm gonna scale back my business, and I'm gonna do business a different way. So I said to myself, how can I wholesale most efficiently, most effectively, most profitably? How can I keep the most money possible? And I said, look, what takes the most time? Well, it takes the most time is calling sellers, trying to get sellers on the phone. What can I do to get deals more efficiently instead of just like blasting a whole list and calling people and not knowing, if someone's going to answer, if they're going to sell. Like I used to pull like a whole absentee owner list and just hit it. Now I am more efficiently doing business. And what I'm going to show you guys, what I'm excited about is I'm going to take my whole process. It's called the painless wholesaling process, painless wholesaling. And I'm going to show you exactly for 30 days how to reverse, how to engineer, how to go backwards and find your buyers first using batch leads, how to find market to what they want using batch leads. And I'm going to show you how to do this efficiently and effectively and most importantly, profitably. Because who cares if you do 100 deals in a month when your marketing spend and your overhead and all this stuff is like over the roof, like whatever the saying is, it's way too much. So the goal is, let me show you how to do business the painless way. Let me show you guys how to be profitable while using batch leads. I'm excited to be here. And it's all about relationships. I don't know how many times I have to say it, this is the first time you've heard me on Batch TV Live, but I don't know what else I got to say. You can do business. You can do deals with relationships. Most of the deals that I do now, I have relationships with buyers and I bring them deals, whether it's like specifically marketing to the areas they want, or like finding deals off of other strategies, which I'm going to show you during this 30-day challenge. So I'm pumped. I'm excited to see you guys and to be with you on this 30-day journey. It is starting February 1st. It's going to be a month. And my goal is to get a deal with little to no marketing spend. The challenge is called New Man in a New Market with barely any money, because they're dropping me off. I'm going to a market I've never worked in. I'm going to have to use research. I'm going to do research to show using Batch and other softwares. I'm going to do research to see which market I want to get dropped off in, like virtually, right? But I'm going to drop myself off in a new market, have little limited spend. I'll probably like make it like $30, not $30, like probably 200, $300 a month on this. And what I'm going to allow myself to do is leverage relationships. If I can hire people and get people to work with me and just saying, hey, this is a new market. This is a list that I got, whatever I can do. I'm going to show you exactly how to leverage people. I don't have to just do things myself, and neither does anyone have to just go in there and be like, well, I'm going to just get on the dialer and call all day by myself. You don't have to do that. I'm going to show you how to leverage relationships and people. And I'm going to give you an example. I have a relationship with a guy that this is because, I've been doing this business for a while, but he's in Egypt. He's calling leads for me, and he's got a lead right now. So let's talk to him. And this is a relationship. So I'm not going to use my existing relationships during this challenge, but I'm going to find and make relationships, show you guys how to do it to get deals. So let's go right here. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Good. How's everything going with you?
Oh my goodness, man. You look good. It's the first time I've seen you. You look
really
good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You too. You weird. I saw you a lot of times. I've been watching your podcast.
Thank you, man.
Amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff, really.
Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, I'm actually going to go live for like 30 days in the month of February with like little to no spend. I'm just going to go out and try to get a deal like with no money.
It's awesome, man. I love that. Yeah, it's like a win-win situation. Everyone around you is making money at the same time you're making money. Like the whole idea, the whole process, like the perspective itself, it makes sense.
That's right, brother.
It should make sense. Okay, so let's jump right into it.
Yeah, let's go right into it, brother.
Okay, so the guy's name is Matthew. The funny thing is, the last time I made a deal was a couple of months ago. It was the guy whose name is Matthew as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he needs to sell it before February the 3rd, February the 2nd, I said.
Okay.
He has exactly $43,730 remaining on it. And that's the amount that he needs. He needs at least $43,000
to get out of it.
Exactly. So he's a straightforward person. He's very transparent.
Okay.
Without me trying to negotiate with him that much, he went down to around like 55.50.
Okay.
And he's not really looking to make money out of it. He just wants to get rid of it before the 2nd of February, just for his credit score, and he doesn't want to get it affected.
I'm curious, has no one else been reaching out to him since he's been on the pre-foreclosure list, or do you just have a good relationship?
No, I don't have a relationship. Actually, this was one of the calls that came in, and I had an acquisition jump on it with him, and he talked with him a little bit. He's a senior.
Okay.
He actually lives like down the block. He lives at 2514.
Oh, so he doesn't even live. He doesn't even live in that house.
That's vacant. It's been vacant since November.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but there's a thing to it. Like there's something to it. And again, he's very honest. It needs total remodeling from his perspective. So
okay.
The tenants, they moved out in November. He's saying that they left behind them. It was infected with cockroaches and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It does, like the main thing that it does need is a shingle roof. That's the main thing that it needs.
Okay. So
he's telling me, again, it depends on if I want to just remodel it to rent it out. Areas they are renting for $1,100 and $1,200 easily.
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
Well, sounds good. I mean, all we really need to do right here is just get them under contract and then send some of our buyers through and see what we can get it done for.
Exactly. That's what he's looking for. Just someone that's not going to waste his time. Like tell him how much he can get out of it, but he doesn't want, like he wants all of this process before the 2nd of February.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. I think he forgot about it. Like from November, from the tenants when they moved out. Ever since, he just never had it in mind.
We got to be quick then. I mean, should I?
He's a senior. He's an old guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome for me. Straightforward person. I want you to talk to him, and I do believe that if you want me to close him as well, I can close him for $45,000. I'm pretty sure that I can get him down to $25,000 because he's not looking to get away with any money. But if that makes sense to any of your buyers.
Yeah. So right at the moment, the best thing we can do is if I were to talk to him, which I mean, you're welcome to talk to him. I'd call him and just say, hey, look, like we got to act quick. So the first thing we need to do is get a contract, and we need to get our inspector, our partners through. And I would just say, hey, look, this is contingent, obviously, on how bad it is. I have to go check it. I got to bring out my people. Sorry. And if everything looks good, we can close in that time. And if he doesn't owe a lot on his mortgage, or isn't behind a lot, maybe we can just take over the payments for him, like, do a subject to potentially.
Again, I told him, I set expectations in where, hey, we're not promising anything. One of my colleagues, he has more experience than me. He's going to be giving you a call like within an hour. Mm-hmm. This is when I called him. So I just set expectation in, hey, we're here to help you. I'm going to give you the best options, but I don't know exactly what the best option is yet. Okay. I just need to do some research, and I'll give you a call back. So again, I would prefer that you call him because to have a way more experience than me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that because you're a transparent person, and I think that he's a very transparent person as well, you guys are gonna figure things out right away.
Should I call him right now?
Go ahead. Let me send you all the info.
Okay, let me call him right now.
Very lovely guy, by the way.
Yeah, no, perfect. I it's all about being transparent because he's got so.
That's what I told him, man.
Yeah, he's got so little time. It's not. It would be stupid to be like, yeah, I can buy this 100%. And then he's screwed. So we're just going to say, if it doesn't work. So we're going to say, you'll see exactly what I say. Let's give him a call right now.
Okay.
So
sending it right now.
Yeah. Just text.
I send down the chat right now on the Google Meet.
Perfect.
His phone number, his address, needs total remodeling. The last thing that we talked about was 50,000, but I didn't get into details about anything lower.
Okay.
Again, this is something that came out of him just when I told him what's the bottom line, if you want to close right away. Let me know what the best is, so I can get you the best offer. That's it.
Okay, let me. I'm actually going to get you on my computer so I don't have to hold this phone, so I can call him. By the way, I'm calling him live just so people can learn. So I hope you don't mind.
That's of course okay. Of course.
Okay. Let's see. All right, so I just got to get this link, this meet to my computer. I have a Mac, but sometimes it doesn't go over to the phone.
The phone is crazy.
Yeah, the phone.
So if you want to close the link and send you the data on the email.
You're okay. I have it right here on my computer now. So let me get you on my Google link right now. Give me a second. All right, let's see. Join that. Okay, I see you right now. All right, cool. Let me get my camera on over here. Let's see. Let's give him a call. Let's see. Video. Okay. All right. You can hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give him a call. If you said you sent it within the chat, his info.
Yeah.
Here, send it one more time since I just got on my computer.
Okay.
And for everybody that's watching, so what we're doing is I got a connection, through networking. I'm working with Daniel. Daniel owns a cold calling company in Egypt. So if any of you guys are interested in cold calling, Daniel's your guy. Pull the leads from batch, pull the leads, skip trace them, hook them up, Daniel with it. But what we're doing is Daniel has found a potential seller that's in pre-foreclosure, and we're going to go and call them. We're going to call the seller right now. All right, so let's see. All right, Daniel, I got it right here. So we got Matthew. All right. I would say how old is he, but I guess that doesn't even matter.
I didn't ask him, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. All right.
He just sounded old.
All right, let's give him a call. Calling right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Matthew, how you doing?
I'm alive and kicking.
Matthew, my name is Nathan. I just got off the phone with Daniel, one of my business partners, and he was telling me that you're interested in selling the property. So I wanted to see if you had a couple minutes to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he said he kind of gave me a little bit of the rundown of what's going on, that you need to sell the house by February 2nd. Is that correct?
Well, I'd like to have it closed before that if I can. Yeah.
I think he said that it's in pre-foreclosure. So is there an auction date on February 2nd where it would get auctioned at that date, or is there an auction date at another time?
There is an auction date set, and it's February 7th.
2nd or 7th? Like 7?
7.
Okay. So you'd like to get it done obviously before that, like February 2nd is the goal, or before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you have about 10, 15 minutes so we could go over things? Because I think we might be able to work something out.
Yeah, I got plenty of time. I'm retired. Don't do anything. So.
Oh, well, must be a nice feeling, huh?
No.
Oh,
not when shit like this happens.
Yeah. Well, he kind of gave me an idea that it was rented and the renters left it in a mess, and now it's just needs a lot of work. Is that kind of the situation, or is there something else?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
I evicted the tenants back in November because of non-payment, and let's put it this way here. I had a 30-yard dumpster brought in to clean it out.
A 30-yard dumpster? Wow.
Yep. And I put a lot of stuff out to the curb also.
Well, that's amazing, because the house isn't that big. I mean, the house is what, like 900 square feet around there?
No, that's it's more towards 1,085 or so, something like that.
Okay, gotcha.
It shows up as less because they never changed the figures when the front porch was closed in.
Oh, okay, so it's got an addition on it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
The front porch was closed in, so that's like an extra, I think, 14 by 8.
Gotcha.
on top of what the other measurement was.
So with this property, how far are you behind on your payments with the mortgage, like to catch it up? If we were just to catch it up for you and take over the property's payments.
Years and years and years.
Do you have kind of an idea, like a payoff of what they're telling you your payoff is if you were to get it current?
There's no getting it current. It's got the sale date, so it's like I have to pay them $43,200 and some odd dollars. And like I told you, buddy, I have a judgment against me. So I'm looking for $50,000. With the judgment against me, the judgment is against me, not against the house.
Okay.
And after the sale of the house, all proceeds left must go to that judgment. It won't pay the judgment off, but it stops them from coming back at you and trying to say, "Oh, wait a second, we got to get our money." No, sorry. You were paid with proceeds, and Mr. McCormick still owes you.
Yeah.
And you'll get it when he dies.
Well, that makes complete sense, what you're saying. So it won't pay off the full judgment, but it's at least going to, cover a little bit of it, right?
Yep. You're talking about, a little over $7,000 would go towards the judgment. I won't walk out without a penny. It just, the mortgage has to be paid off and the balance goes towards the judgment.
Yes.
If I don't send them the money for the judgment, they will come back and try to do something as to what the hell is it? They'll file a paper in the court to try to put a levy on the house.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm interested in purchasing.
To prevent levy, money has to go to them.
Okay.
So,
well, we can get that all set up.
They can't do anything against you.
Yeah, we can get that all set up at title. So when we purchase the property, they're going to be able to divvy it up to pay off the mortgage, and then the rest could go towards the judgment. I mean, we can get that all figured out.
Yeah.
So I have a couple questions because I am interested. Did this just creep up on you, or were you trying to sell the property like before now, and you just didn't get any, like no bites, or people just like left? Like what happened? Because I know this. I'm just curious.
I've had 3 different contracts, and each time they just drag their feet and drag their feet and drag their feet. And the one contract expired today.
Well, I'm curious. I'm curious because I do like to leverage other people's knowledge, because I know a lot of people in the industry. At what price did they have that contract at? Because I'm assuming maybe it was a little too high and they couldn't get it done. So what price was the contract for?
They could have gotten it done.
Okay.
They could have gotten it done because I had one SOB offer $25,000, and he was well aware of my whole situation.
Okay.
But a lot of them are just trying to screw around because they know I have a judgment against me because I have the foreclosure pending. I have a deadline.
Yeah.
And they know if I lose it, they can go to the courthouse and put a bid on it.
Yeah, that's really frustrating.
Yeah.
So do you feel like that's happened a couple times? People just wanted to lock you up and waste your time?
Oh, yeah, because they all insisted on, they all tried to insist on a 30-day, 30 work day, contract.
Oh, wow.
And no, that's not going to happen.
Well, yeah, you don't have that much time. So curious, for the person that canceled today, I'm just curious, what price did they have the contract for? Did you say 25,000?
No, that was one of the earlier ones.
Okay.
The one today, originally they were going at 60,000.
Okay.
And then they came back. Well, you're getting close, and well, we can't say we can only get. They wanted to gut and remodel the whole thing.
Right.
I mean, there's a building in the back of the property. It's an old bathroom from a house that burnt down in '99.
Gotcha.
And that's set up. Has always been set up as a laundry room. Well, these guys all say, "Well, oh no, you can't have a laundry room in a separate building. You've got to put it. We want to take the bathroom out of here, put the laundry room there, put into the office area that you have, put that into, make that the new bathroom.
Okay.
And we don't know what's going to involve, so we're going to have to take it right down to the studs and the basic floor.
Right.
The beams. And okay. Anybody can come up with figures of 70, 90, 80, or $100,000 for a remodeling.
Of course.
But the area doesn't warrant that.
It doesn't. No, I looked at the comps and it looks like the properties that are there aren't like fully remodeled. They looks like people buy them almost in as is condition. They just have to be somewhat livable. They have to be livable, right?
Yeah. This is a rental city.
Yeah, of course.
This city is a rental city. Okay. All right, I'll be nasty and I'll say the stupid thing I shouldn't say, but in the United States, the average rental in any city is about 40 to 42%.
Okay.
Leesburg is the exception. They are the nation's capital. They run roughly about 80 to 86%, as rental.
Wow. So it sounds like a great area. What happened? I guess what happened with the renters? Did they just do it? Were they like just terrible to the property? What ended up happening with that?
I got suckered into letting them get in there on a charitable, somewhat charitable basis because they were going to be losing their place.
Gotcha.
I knew the minister that was trying to find them a place. After they got in, everything went downhill.
Well, I respect the fact that you were trying to help them with charity. That's important and that's good. But yeah, unfortunate when it backfires for sure.
Yeah.
The
foreclosure started back in, I think, 2014.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So to catch this thing up, it's not going to be possible. It's either you're going to lose it or you got to sell it.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
My principal balance on the loan was $25,000.
Okay. Gotcha.
The rest is all interest and penalties and
lawyer attorney fees and all that garbage. Well, so this is the information I would like to know. So when that buyer who canceled the contract, did they try to renegotiate with you and say, hey, I can get this done for $40,000, or did they just say, I got to go?
They originally started at 60, then they came back and they said, well, we can only see 45.
Okay. And what was your response to that?
I went with a little bit higher than that, and we'll have to look, and I'm sure we can do something. We don't want to see you become homeless. Yeah. And then I never had any contact with them again. That's been
that's interesting.
About 10 days, 10 or 11 days.
Yeah. Well, you don't live there, so when they said we don't want you to be homeless, I mean that doesn't even make sense because you don't live there, right?
Yes, it does. It does.
Oh, because
the mortgage on that, years ago, back around 2008, when the recession hit, Leesburg lost tons and tons of residents because there was no work.
Gotcha.
That's when everything started to go downhill on us. I put in for a mortgage modification. They did a mortgage modification, and I have never used one house as collateral for another.
Okay.
They stuck it into the contract on that house. They stuck in the modification that the house I live in is collateral for that.
Okay.
And I was not aware of that until December.
That's frustrating.
I went down to the courthouse and I demanded I requested a certified copy of the judgment so I could show somebody that had a contract to buy. And when I saw the certified copy, that showed the two houses being connected.
Okay.
One as one where they take it, and they're going to take the second one. So yes, that would make me homeless.
Well, I'm glad that I'm fortunate, but I'm glad I know the full story. Is there anything else that I should know in order to completely understand the situation?
The judgment I have against me is, yeah, they say it's 87,000. It's actually should be down to about 47,000. And that was from a foreclosure on a different house where they would not waive the deficiencies. And that one I think is going back to 2008.
Okay. So that's 47,000
that's where the
judgment.
Yeah, that's where my judgment comes in. So if I throw them a bone of like $7,000, they can't say or do anything about it. Yeah, they have to accept whatever the hell I can pay them. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But if I was to sell it for $100,000 and throw them $7,000, no, they'd be after me for everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Wow. All right. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry that this happened. We got enough time to make this happen before February 7th. I'm gonna have to close deals faster. Look, I'm just trying to figure out if there's any more questions I have for you. Are there any other options you've explored to sell this other than to sell it to a cash buyer like me? Have you thought, like, is there any other like ways that you're looking at, or is it really just this is your only option?
I've contacted some friends and relatives and tried to borrow, and I'm still waiting on some replies, but at this point I haven't been able to get more than a $10,000 promissory. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So this sounds like this is the only option. Like if we can help you out, or maybe you're talking to some other people. I don't know if you're bouncing around trying to see who can help. I just like to know the full situation so I can be of most help.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I am waiting on response from some other relatives and things. Although I'm old, so a lot of my relatives have already kicked off.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Are you
very
I'm assuming this is that you're talking to other cash buyers as well, or are we kind of the only ones at this point and you're hoping we can get it done?
At this moment, you're the only one I've spent the time talking to.
Okay.
Others I've just told sign the contract. That's it.
Okay. So if you're okay, I can kind of tell you what we can do to help, and if it's something you like, we can proceed, and if not, no harm, no foul, no pressure. I just want to be completely transparent with you because this is we're at a point right now where this is like a game time, right? It's like do or die.
Yep.
Okay. So the way we do business is I personally live in Salt Lake City, Utah, but I invest in areas all over the country. Rentals, fix and flips. It depends on the area, depends on the property. So the way I work is we sign an agreement with the seller. We send in our partners that work with us to inspect the property. So we have to pay, we have to send our people out. And for this one, I mean, we'd have to get working on it immediately because I'm not trying to come up to my back against the wall and put you in a bad spot. So that's how we work. We would send some people out during, just to verify the condition, see how much it would cost. I would be completely real with you. I wouldn't say, hey, this is down to studs, 150,000. I would say, look, this is what we found. Now, if it works out and everything, and we're able to make money or help you get out of the situation, we'll close on it before February 2nd. That the goal would be on or before February 2nd. But I just want to let you know, I can't sit here right now and just say, hey, I promise you I'll buy your house. I can tell you from looking at the numbers that it makes sense. 45,000. If we were to purchase it for 45,000, it looks like we could put, depending on how terrible the condition is, but probably put 30 to 40 in it. We're in about 80, and we could probably rent it out. We could probably resell it for an ARV of around 120, 140, because I did see that there are a lot of mobile homes south of you that are selling in that range. So that's the strategy. And if you're okay with working with me, I'd love to send you a contract and get working on this. But I just don't want I don't want to give you the wrong expectation that no matter what, as at this very moment, I'm buying this house, because I have to obviously go send my people and just make sure.
Yeah. But unfortunately, right now it's down to the wire where by the time you get all your people in and back and forth, I'm locked in on something and I can't do anything else if it falls through.
Yeah.
So,
and I get that.
I really can't.
I totally get that. So the only thing that I could say to you about that is you give me less time to do it. I wouldn't lock you up for, we'd have to do whatever you feel comfortable with, because I have to have an agreement so I can get the process going. Because I can't just say, okay, you don't want to agree with me, let me send my people out, because you might sell to someone else. It might just be a complete waste of both of our time. But if we can work out something where we negotiate a time period, a price where you feel comfortable, I feel comfortable, I can get this done for you, because I've done this before. But we just have to both be on the same page.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to my neighbor right now, and he's expressed an interest in the house.
Okay.
And he and I have been friends for a long time now. Yeah, like I told you, I've lived in this right here. Actually, the house that's in foreclosure is actually the house I bought when I first moved down here 33 years ago.
Okay.
I lived there for 20 some odd years, and now I moved next door because it had a garage that I wanted.
Okay. And I'm assuming with your neighbor, since you're probably close with him, you'd probably, if he wanted to buy it, you'd probably just sell it to him for what you owe on it. Is that right? Or
no, no matter what I do, I have to show something for the judgment people.
Okay. Something above what you owe, correct? Yeah. Or whatever, the 43,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I owe 44, I have to give them at least $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, or they will come back and start screaming and trying to, and then you're hit with an expense of a court thing.
Yeah.
A lawyer explaining. We paid cash, and we have no responsibility for paying his debt.
Right. Yeah. No, we definitely. We'd want to avoid that for sure. Well, what do you think would be the best way to work together? Because I am interested in buying the property. I mean, I buy properties in Florida. We work in that area, but I hate to just lie and not be honest with you about like how the process goes, because I don't want to make you have some sort of feeling of certainty when it really depends on the process. What would make you feel more comfortable in like a perfect scenario, perfect world? What would you want for a cash buyer like me to do?
Like I said, 50,000 would be the lowest I'd go. Yeah.
Okay.
I had the first person that first contract I had, they backed out, and the gal that was a contact person, mm-hmm. She told me that she couldn't believe that they didn't go the price, but they would go 55. So I also have a chance to contact. They went through the whole process through the contract and the estimating of what the new repairs and stuff would be, and they came back, told her that the most we could give them is 55, and they let the contract expire. I can contact them and see if they're still willing to go to 55. If they are, I'd have to jump on it.
Okay, so you have. It seems like you still have that option available to you. You're saying you got a 55 potential, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But with me, you're saying if I can do 50, if I can, give in a short amount of time, go in there, send my contractors, my partners through, and give you a solid yes with earnest money deposit and everything where it's solid. Would you be willing to give me that?
Can you ask me that again tomorrow, and we go from there?
Yeah,
let me talk to my neighbor and to the previous person.
There's absolutely no pressure on my end. I want you to be able to get this done, so I'm not pulling this off of the table by any means. But the only issue is the amount of time I have. Because if we were to agree on something, I would get working on it right at this very moment, because we don't have a lot of time. So you can wait tomorrow. That's fine. But if we were able to agree on something right now, I can tell you, we would have someone, we would have an answer to you this week. Well, hold on. Today's Thursday. So, I mean, if you gave me until Tuesday and it doesn't work out, you would have still about 2 weeks to reach out to the 55 and talk to your neighbor. And I would cancel the contract and the agreement to tie you up. No problem. If you just gave me until Tuesday.
At what price?
You know me, sir. I mean, I'd love to be as low as possible. I mean, and I know you want to be as high as possible. Could we do 50?
I'm willing to go 50. Okay. As long as that's it, because I got to put something towards that judgment.
I completely understand your situation. You got to be able to show them something so they don't come after you anymore, and they gave you a break.
No. So it doesn't go after you. They're gonna be after me until I die. Then they're gonna come after this house to get whatever the balance is.
Yeah, of course.
But if I don't give them anything upon the sale, they know I own that house and I sell it. They'll see that I sold it, and if they don't get their portion out of it, they're gonna be after you. They're gonna tie you up with, oh, well, he's not allowed to. He can't sell that without,
Yeah, we're gonna have to make
creating a legend.
We'll go through title and make sure everything's clear before we buy it, right? Because obviously I'm not buying a house where they're like, okay, you're inheriting this judgment. We're gonna make sure it gets taken care of. So we'll probably have to start.
A house doesn't get a judgment. A house gets a lien.
Right.
But a person gets a judgment, and that's what's against me is a judgment.
Yeah, I know. I just bought a property in Columbia, South Carolina, where the deceased owner had a judgment on him. So we had to go through this whole process, but we got to clear it up. So I'm not too worried about it. We'll be able to figure it out. But if you're willing to get this going and not waste any time, let's agree on 50. Give me a due diligence period until Tuesday. If I'll give you a solid, we're ready to go. I'll give you earnest money, and we'll proceed, and we'll close before the second. That will be the goal.
The target date.
Yes. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Okay. So all I need to do is send you an agreement, and I'm just going to walk you through it. I'm assuming you're by a computer or a phone, and I can send it to you over to you right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of computer illiterate, so when it comes to signing, you'll have to walk me through it.
That's the goal, sir. That's why I go through this, because the deal is I don't want you signing anything you don't feel comfortable with. So I'm going to send it to you right now. I'm going to fill it out, and we're going to go through it together while I'm on the phone with you. So let me get this up really quick. All right. What's your email, by the way?
LINYFLA Matt with 2 T's 53 at outlook.com.
Okay, let me make sure I got it again. I got LINYFLAMATT 53 at outlook.com. Is that correct?
That's correct. As long as that was Long Island, New York, Florida. Yeah.
Is it Long Island?
Huh?
Yeah, Long Island. That's what it stands for, huh?
Yeah, Long Island, New York, Florida, and my name and my date of birth.
Are you from Long Island?
Yeah. Well, actually from the city, New York City.
Oh, okay.
I was born and raised in New York City, but I spent all my summers out in Riverhead, Long Island, and 18 years in the city, 18 years in Farmingdale, Long Island. Then I moved to Florida.
Oh, wow. Well, how's Florida treating you?
Well, I don't have to shovel snow.
Yeah, I'm in Salt Lake, so it's been snowing pretty heavy out here. It took me like an hour and a half to shovel my snow over here. It was kind of ridiculous, but that's just how it goes.
That's what they make snowblowers for.
I know. Yeah, I haven't quite splurged on one yet.
Shame on you. That's what I did for a living in New York. My last few years, I worked as a lawnmower mechanic.
Yeah.
For a while, I was a truck mechanic. Then I went back to lawnmowers, and I always sold snowblowers.
Well, there you go. I got a neighbor who actually picks up like snow blowers and all those things that like need work, and he fixes them. and he resells them. So he seems to do pretty well.
Yeah, there's money to be made in them.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I'm just writing up the agreement. I want to make sure I have the right information. So Matthew McCormick, you're the one on title.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Okay. 2512 West Main Street, Leesburg, Florida. Is that right?
That's the property that's you're buying.
Okay. Purchase price $50,000, and let's put this here. I'm just filling it out, and then I'm gonna send it over to you, and then you'll pull it up, and we'll read it. Okay, so let's see what else. So I'm giving myself until Tuesday for the due diligence period, because I'm not here to tie you up, waste your time. So I have until the 24th. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, the 24th. All right. Due diligence, acceptance. I'm not going to put an acceptance date on the contract because you're either going to sign it right now or you're not. So I'm just going to put NA. Deposit. I'll do $500. We don't really even lose our earnest money deposit unless we go past our due diligence and back out. So I'm going to let you know on Tuesday it's a done deal or not. Let's see. Close date on or before February the 2nd.
Second.
Okay.
That way the bank has enough time to get their money, and the lawyer has enough time to say, oh, well, we don't have to proceed any further.
Exactly. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I'm sending this to you right now. Let me know. It should be in your email in the next, let's say 20 seconds, because I just sent it. Let me know if you pull it up and can pull it up at the moment, and we'll read through it right now together. I'll sign my part, and you'll sign yours if you're ready to go.
All right. And what's the temperature there?
The temperature? Oh, that's a great question. I would say probably like in the maybe 40s. Let me check for you.
We're at the low temperature right now of 81.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was 40s. It's actually 28. It's 28 right now. Isn't that crazy?
Better you than me.
Yep, exactly. That's right.
I fractured my back 5 times. When it gets cold, I know it.
What? Sorry, what did you say? You what?
I fractured my back 5 times.
Oh no. What?
5 different places, though.
How did that happen?
I had fun growing up.
You had a good time. You got a little wild then, huh?
I used to race indoor race motorcycles, indoor racing in the woods.
My goodness.
And trees against the body, they don't work out too well.
All right. Can you check your email?
Purchases or other real estate. Yes.
Okay, you got it. All right, so let's go through this. I'm just going to go over pretty quickly, just kind of a brief summary. I'm sure you've seen these before. I just want to make sure you feel comfortable and confident signing this before we move forward. So it just says the contracts today between you and my company for the address 2512. Purchase and sale of the property is that address. Purchase price $50,000, like we chatted about. Due diligence deadline Tuesday the 24th of this month. Prorations, that talks about taxes. Obviously, we're going to get that all taken care of at title. Defects, that's you're letting us know if there's any hazardous materials in the property. That's why we do an inspection anyway, so there's no problem. No judgments, of course. We're going to handle that. We're going to talk to title about that and get that figured out. Possession, we are at close. We want possession of the property. Inspection and contingency, we already discussed this. We're going to go inspect the property. Risk of loss, if we buy the property and something happens to it by the time we close it, we'd have to renegotiate if it's been destroyed or something happened other than what we agreed on. Acceptance right now, deposit $500. Closing date 2/2/23. honor before. Other agreements, this just talks about we're buying the house in as is. We're able to get an appraisal if we need to. We can work with partners on this deal. Let's see. And if we go past the due diligence period, you get our earnest money if we back out, and you agree that you're selling this property to us in this time frame and you're not going to sign with anyone else. 15 is time is of the essence. That means we have the time allotted to us to purchase the property. Marketing, when we buy properties before we close, we reach out to people, let them know that we're purchasing the property so we can be prepared to resell it quickly. Buyer's disclosure, we have to tell you that we are looking to make a profit on this. So if you see that we flip it and make money or sell it, you're not coming back to us and saying, what, I could have sold it for more, right? That's what we have to do. Default.
If you sell it for more, I'll laugh like hell.
Sorry, what?
If you sell it for more, I'll laugh like hell.
All right. 18 is if this for some reason we have to go to court over this property, it just describes the attorney fees, who pays for what. 19, you acknowledge, seller acknowledgement, you acknowledge that me and you have agreed on this. I didn't make you do this. And 20, prohibition. And that's pretty much it. So curious, how do you feel? Do you feel confident signing this right now?
Well, I'm looking back at 18.
Yeah, let's talk about 18. So basically what this talks about is if you are to, sue us for some reason and we get upheld in court, we don't want to pay for your attorney fees. Yeah, any questions, and I can answer them for you as well.
Call 800-784-1593. 800-784-1593. Important information for viewers aged 50 to 85.
All right.
Any questions?
No, I think that will. I think I can live with that.
Okay.
Some of the contracts that they've sent to me was so freaking. Are you in? Yeah, sure. Yeah, 16 pages. Oh, geez.
Yeah, forget that, right? Well, I'll sign my portion right now as the buyer. Let's see. So I'm signing mine. Just are you able to work it on? Are you on your phone or are you doing it on a computer?
On the computer.
Okay. So all you have to do is click on where it says signature for you.
That's not a signature. That's a printed.
Yeah, it works. It gets the job done.
Looky there.
Okay. Yeah, and then once you sign it, you should be able to just say complete, and then it will send you an email of the signed agreement on both of our ends.
Are you ready to take the next step and help protect those you love? Call the number on your screen to learn more. We'll send you free information along with this free beneficiary plan.
That's it. You got, yeah. You see my signature?
Let me refresh my screen, my email, and make sure it's came through. Did you press complete after you signed it? So it would say, okay, you've signed.
Doesn't say complete. It says finish.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Press finish, and then it'll be done. You also probably might have to click on the date also and pick today's date so it knows that you did it today.
Already did. It should have it on there.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Sounds good. I just got it to my email. You should be getting an email as well. So let's get to work. I will, get the ball rolling on this thing, and we will be in touch. I know you should have Daniel's info. You just need to take down my number. I'm sure you have it on your caller ID, but sorry, what?
This is telling me all set, document is complete. Then it says down underneath, get your own documents, e-signed, and whatever everything you need for legally binding e-signatures, including unlimited documents and users.
Yeah.
That's my email.
You don't need to press anything. You don't need to do anything else. You signed it, so that I have the agreement, and you also can open up the copy. And what we'll do right now is we'll send this over to title, and I'll have title reach out to you when they need more information from you, because we're probably going to have to work pretty speedily with them to get everything taken care of. All right.
Yeah. The only thing, I won't be available between 1 and 2 tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
And was it 10? I won't be available between 9:30 and 11 o'clock on Monday.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know that.
Doctor's appointments.
Other than that, you're pretty available if I just call this number?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Matthew, it's been do you like Matthew or Matt?
Matt.
Okay, Matt. It's been a pleasure. I hope, we're going to work on this speedily. Is there anything else you'd like to let me know before I let you go?
No, I think we're set for now.
Okay. All right. We'll be in touch. Appreciate it. Oh, wait, one last thing.
All right.
This is actually the last thing I got for you is to see the property. How do we see it? Like, is it vacant? Like, is the door open? We just have to go in, or how does that work?
Give me a call. I'll meet him at the door.
Okay. Meet him at the door.
I live next door.
And do you by chance have any pictures of the property in its current condition that you could email me so I could get, like, I guess, a better idea of what we're looking at?
I told you I'm computer illiterate. I can't even text.
Okay. Don't even worry about it then. We'll get it taken care of.
I'm an old part that never wanted to change.
How old are you, by the way? You don't sound that old.
69.
Oh, no, yeah.
You should know that. You should see that in my email. Matt 53. I was born in 53.
I love it. I love it. I should have done the math. What was I thinking? All right.
Well, I guess you don't have that many. I guess you don't have that many fingers and toes. Yeah.
You're dang right about that. All right, Matt. Well, you have a good one. We'll be in touch. I appreciate your time. See you.
All right. Take care.
Later,
Bye.
brother. Bye. All right, let's get there. All right. What'd you think, brother?
Freaking shock, man.
Sure.
You are a freaking beast. Yeah.
Nah, man.
The best way is the natural way. Like, I'll be honest, I've seen a lot of things throughout the years. Like, I've seen a lot of acquisitions or a lot of people closing people.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not, they're not transparent, and they're very unnatural in their call flow. So what I could just notice right away is you're very natural and you're very open to people, very transparent, which just sets the expectations right away and makes things way easier.
Yeah, man, it's the key, because like you can't tell this guy, yeah, I'm a buyer, I swear, and then like you can't find a buyer, or it's going to be a waste of his time. It's better to say, look, bro, this is what we're going to do. You got to give me some time. I can get some people over there in 4 days. I for sure. Go ahead.
I know. I'm just saying that I think some people are not transparent because they're bullshitting themselves. They're not bullshitting the other guys. They're just raising their expectations because they like that feeling of hope. They like that feeling of, hey, it might be a deal. But make sure if it's a deal or not.
Yes, of course. And this is the thing, like, if you were going to be good at anything, in my opinion, you got to be confident, right? And confidence, they can feel that. They can feel that for the phone. So if I'm like not confident, like, oh, because dude, I don't have a buyer right now. I don't. But I know how to find a buyer, so I can go do that. But so I wasn't going to sit there and just be like, yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good for it. Like, no, I can't do that. That's not right. So I'm going to say, look, this is what we can do. And, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you got those other two options. And the way I do my,
I don't think he does have those two options. I'm just thinking he's throwing them out there just for the sake of the 50,000.
And look, And I agree with you. And what I'm gonna, and it's okay because we just need the contract. And what I can do, if it's not a deal, I can be open and honest and say, hey, look, brother, we at 50K, it sounded good. We sent our partners through that we work with, and it doesn't work, but we can get it done at such, and then it's his decision.
And again, that's why I wanted you to talk to him, because I know that you're the person that's eventually gonna like find the buyer, so you know the best like suit for every case.
Of course.
Moving forward, tell you what, let my guys or like the acquisition team that I have right now just warm people up or basically gather information and set an appointment on when they're going to be available, and I can that's just going to make things easier than the sheet. And where I know that you let Nate contact people on the sheet, but sometimes a lot of people don't answer because we're talking to them on our time. So it's going to be way easier if I just have a person setting up appointments when they're available. And if it is interested or he does have that interested part, I would send that over as well.
100%, brother. If you can get me on the phone with people who are like that, and they don't even have to be 100% motivated, because you notice that I the whole time was trying to find out, okay, do you have other options?
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Because I'm not trying to waste his time, and he made the decision right at the end. It wasn't me like, okay, you got to take it or leave it. It was, hey man, this is up to you, and that's the best way to do it.
You asked him like 3 times. I'm not pushing you. Are you sure? I'm not promising you anything. So again, it's like, hey, no pressure to buy it. That's what I expect about the call itself. Yeah. Because he's signed, I'm telling you, he doesn't have other he doesn't have those options.
I figured he doesn't have other options, or this was my other thought. He just doesn't want to run. He doesn't want to take the time to call anybody. That was my thought. Like, he's not lazy, but in the sense of just didn't want to do anything.
69, man. Like, that's amazing. He sounds amazing for 69. He does. I wish I sound like that 69.
Yeah, brother. Cool, man. Well, that
awesome. Okay. So, I know you have a bunch of things to do.
Yeah.
So always go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yes, if you can send me anything like that, that's great. So I'm gonna be doing this 30-day challenge in the month of February. So maybe we can work together somehow in that month where I'm going to be dedicated to just doing real estate. Because right now what I do is I do Investor Thrive, and I do like real estate on the side, right? I do enough deals from just doing it part-time, but I'm pretty much going all in to show people like how to actually do this business. So it's cool that we got a contract because I was doing this live, so a lot of people saw how to do the thing.
I just got. Yeah, I'm excited. I just got like 5 new acquisitions. I'm trying them out. Hey guys, I'm still sharpening the skills.
Dude,
I'm building like shocks, and I want to use them. So that's why I don't see like, hey, sending the lead without the person answering. No, I want to use the shocks that I already have, even to tender that guy up or like just form it up.
Bro, if you need my help with training your sharks, I run a sales training every Thursday for my community, for my group. If you want, you could for free, just because we work together. I could have your guys attend my training. And
do you mean the one on the Facebook?
No, this is a different one. This is like for my community. So people pay for my mentorship or my community. But if you want your guys, I can give you the link. It's every Thursday at 10 o'clock. I have a guy named Carlos Ruiz. He's a baller. He trains people on like how to do negotiating.
I watch your stuff, man. Like, I watch everything, like most of the videos on Facebook.
Yeah.
I love what I'm seeing. Like, I'm learning a lot, to be honest. Good. I'm learning a lot, and I'm moving that info, or like I'm bringing it to the team. But again, I don't choose anyone, or I kind of invest my time in certain people after they've been with me for a certain time, and I can trust that they can continue for a certain time, or I can utilize them in the best way possible.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I think it would help your team if they hopped on the calls that I do, if it live, so they can ask questions. If you want.
Of course, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Thank you for the offer.
Yeah, of course. I want you guys. I want your sharks to be killers too, man. Because if we can all work together, and I can send people that are watching this live, if I can send them to you, because a lot of people want to hire acquisition people. They don't want to do the calls like me. But I mean, if your guys just teed up me up.
I do hire acquisitions. Again, I do hire acquisitions, but they can only take you to a certain place because it's virtual. Again, there is a certain a lot of people who are expecting acquisitions, they're expecting for them to do everything, like calculate them. Like, hey, you're gonna get the buyer, so you should be telling me what the best MAO for you is, what the best strategy for your business is. So
Right.
There's a lot of misunderstanding when it comes to acquisitions. Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to me for acquisitions, what I would want, I just want someone to get me a warm body that it wants to sell on the phone. Let me take care of the rest. I don't need someone to like get too crazy with it. But this was good. He did good. Whoever sent this lead to me, but does that make sense? Oh, you did it?
Yeah, it came from the cold callers, and then I was like, "Hey, why not?" That guy's name's Matthew, and the last time I got an offer, like I don't do that much, calls, but last time I actually got an offer, the guy's name was Matthew as well. So like,
well,
good luck, Sean.
Let's freaking go, bro. Let's get you paid. Let's get paid, man. Let's do it.
Exactly. Okay.
I got it covered.
Man, amazing, of course.
Hey, man, and by the way, like this has been live, so I think people are gonna see you, and they're gonna. Hey, everybody that's watching this, hit my guy up. If you guys, Daniel, if you need leads or so, tell me again what you do. So it's acquisitions, calls, and
acquisitions and cold callers, but I don't provide leads.
Of course, that's for batch leads. Batch leads can get the leads. You can do the cold calling.
Yeah, that's conflict of interest, man.
That's right.
No, I only provide the cold callers, very basic, just grabbing interest and making sure that person is interested. And acquisitions, they can you can utilize acquisitions depending on each client. They can actually give him the tasks that they want to give him, because a lot of people don't feel comfortable for another person in a different country talking about numbers.
Yeah.
So they just take them. So again, it depends on the client or what exactly he needs from the acquisition. And sometimes I'm very flexible, very adaptable.
And sometimes, bro, I don't even care about the numbers. Like as long as it's discounted, right? Because what it really comes down to is when you really go see the house and you get a good understanding, like you can renegotiate, but as long as they're willing, if your people can get me on the phone with someone that has a problem, I don't care what number they told your people, because people's numbers change all the time. So if they can get me on the phone with someone that has to sell, pretty much has to sell, I'll take those every day. Even if they want $1 million for $100,000 property, I don't even care, because it's like, hey, that's what they want. That's not what they're going to get. And I know that. So
exactly.
So who cares about numbers?
Sure. Cool. I'll do that. You're going to find a lot of leads coming your way next couple of days. And hopefully
let's do it, brother. Sounds good. I actually have some people on the live. They have some questions. And I thought it'd be good if you wanted to hear what questions they had.
Oh, either way, don't worry, man. Look, without you saying, I'm actually I'm on the page right now. I'm watching the video. Like,
let's go.
What are you talking about? But it's kind of delayed here. It's kind of delayed in the conversation. So yeah.
Hey man, well, thanks for being a viewer. And like I said, let's make some money together.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
And is there anything else you want to go around, or do you want me to? I'll just take it and let you know what happens.
If anything new shows up, I'm gonna text you or anything.
Okay, I'll let you know where it is with the process, and we'll catch you later, brother. Let's keep doing this.
Of course. Okay, bye, Nate. Have a good one.
Yeah. Bye. All right, everybody. That was it. That's my guy. So again, if you guys need cold calling, acquisitions, anything like that, Daniel is your go-to guy. He trains killers, and I'm gonna try and have him help him out, and train his guys, because he helps me out. That's what it's all about, guys. And what I was telling you about with the challenge that I'm doing, the 30 days, new man in a new market with barely any money challenge. That's what it's all about. Like me and Daniel are working together on this. So I'm going to pay him off this deal. I didn't spend any money on this lead. We have a relationship. So it's the same thing. You guys can all do this. You can network with people and work together and use your strengths. And it's not about, blowing money on marketing. It's all about relationships. Okay. So let's read some of this that I have here. Been in sub 2 for 4.5 months and no deals yet. All right, Michelle, I understand that. And I can tell you, usually the reason why most people don't get deals, and I'm not saying this is you, Michelle, but I would say not enough calls, not enough action, not enough offers. Because the only way to get real estate, Michelle, is to make offers. That's it. There's no way you can make a deal happen or buy real estate if you aren't presenting offers to sellers. So just look yourself deep into your soul, in your eyes, or whatever. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, how many offers did I make today? Because the number is, you should be making 5 offers a day if you want to be consistent. Shout out to Jerry Norton. That's his number, and it's true. I'm in Tampa if you need boots, maybe a buyer as well. All right, Kip. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, if this I think this guy he's in Florida, but he's not in Tampa unless you want to drive out there. Let's see. Oh my, that was great. Oh my gosh. I wish I could be like that with agents. You can, Michelle, you can. The key to doing what I do and the way I teach you, I know there's a bunch of different methods. The key is transparency. The key is being confident, shooting people straight, believing in yourself, and I would say confidence. That's pretty much it. You don't need to know everything. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this judgment. The guy's got like what was it, a $47,000 judgment, and he's behind his house. I don't know if that's going to work. Like, it might not work for a buyer to buy this because there's like all these issues. Like, we're going to have to send this title, but I am confident that I can take this to the finish line if there's, no problems. I'm confident that I can do my part to find a buyer. I'd rather have a buyer, but again, this is an lead in the area that I don't. So I'm not going to tell them, hey, yeah, I'm good 100%. I can buy this. And sometimes you're going to lose leads like that, but I'm also not going to tell someone I can buy their house 100% if I haven't seen it, and the guy's going to lose his house if I don't perform. That's stupid. That's not the right thing to do. So be open, be honest, be transparent, do this the right way. My slogan is wholesale with confidence, because that's what it's all about. Do your job, be real with people, and yeah, you'll get deals 100%. Cool. So let's just say, laugh out loud, you sound like an 80-year-old man. That was someone from Facebook. Maybe he was talking to that guy. What part of Florida like to have a beer with old boy? That's pretty funny. Yeah. He is in, let's see, Leesburg, I think. Let's see. Leesburg, Florida. That's where he's at. So the next step in this is to find a buyer. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to use batch leads. We're going to use my buyers list. We're going to use networking. We're going to use all the things available to us to find a buyer. And we're going to send buyers through before the due diligence deadline. Now, I have 4 or 5 days to do it. I don't work on Sunday. So I have Thursday, Friday, Monday, Saturday, if you want to count that. And so 5 days, that's enough time to find an interested buyer. But I will show you something. Let's get to work. I'll show you this. So how do I find my buyer? Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. And this is what I teach. And this is a mind map. This is like a course that, like a mind map version of the course that I give to my students. So first thing you do, this is like a step-by-step process in 10 steps on how to get your first deal and close it and get paid, up to step 10. I teach people to start with mindset, because if you don't believe in yourself or have limiting beliefs, it's going to be hard to do this job, because you're going to get a lot of rejection. So handle your limiting beliefs and mindset first. Pick your market. So I specifically work in Utah, but I know how to wholesale nationwide. So that call, same, I didn't even see the house, I don't even know what it looks like, but I know from other buyers backing out at 55, 50, it's going to be tight. I get that if other people have backed out, but we're going to go and give it a shot. The numbers make sense. Even with 100K rehab, the ARV is like 150, 160. So let's see, network. So the next step after you pick your market, I teach, is to network and find cash buyers first. I'm doing this a little bit of the opposite, because I got this lead from Daniel, and he just does this all over. So that's fine. But we're going to find cash buyers. So we're going to start with the end in mind and find some cash buyers. I teach people to get cash buyers first, because then you don't have this problem that I have right now where I have to go find someone. If I knew my market and was working in my market, I would just call a couple people. So that's why I would do it. So how do you find cash buyers? My top ways are joining RIAs, going there, joining all the local investor meetups. All the local Facebook groups for real estate investing. So let's go here as an example. So I don't know if Leesburg has like a Facebook group. I'm sure it doesn't. Sorry, guys, I got a ton of tabs. Where the heck is there it is. So Leesburg definitely does not have like a Facebook group, but I'm gonna see where Leesburg is. I think it's outside of Orlando. So we're gonna try and find our buyers in this area, or Orlando. So I'm gonna do Orlando real estate investor group. Bam. So that's I would join all of these. Okay. So I pressed invite. So I'm gonna say, hey, I got a screaming deal. You spelled screaming? Nah, come on. Oh, there. Screaming deal in Leesburg. Shoot, where is it? Leesburg. I'm trying to kind of give it a general idea of where it's at. Florida, in Leesburg. I need to wholesale it ASAP because the seller loses it. A house in loses the house in foreclosure on the 7th. Who are my cash buyers out and can close ASAP? All right, so this is like a little crappy message that I put out, but I'm just throwing it out there, right? Like we're gonna see. This isn't the only thing I do, but I'm like, I might as well throw some Facebook posts out there, join some groups. I actually have a buddy that is in Orlando as well, so I would hit him up. Now I don't have a lot of time, and I don't want to spend a ton of time like talking to buyers, so I'd rather work with a real estate agent or someone that I know out there and cut them in on the wholesale fee, just because I don't want to waste all my time. So I'm going to go here and use my my network. I have a Discord channel that I have a bunch of people join on. So I'm going to say, hey, everybody, everyone, and I can do everyone because I have this, but not everybody can do this. Everyone, I have a deal that I need to wholesale ASAP. Why am I even writing this out? Might as well just copy and paste that last message that I had. I need to get rid of some of these dang tabs right here, boy. I have a deal that I need to wholesale. I'll just say I got a screaming deal in Leesburg. I need to wholesale it ASAP because the seller, my group isn't from Florida, so they might not know where that is. I need to wholesale it ASAP because the seller loses the house in foreclosure on the 7th. Who are my cash buyers out there and can close ASAP? Or I know a lot of these people aren't cash buyers, so I'm just going to say who are my cash buyers or wholesalers that work that area. And let's JV. Okay. By the way, I have a team, so I probably can do this, have my team work on this, but I'm showing you the process of if you don't have a team and you're just doing this solo, leverage communities, leverage my group. There's dispositions tab right here. She even says, hey guys, trying to move a rental. So she needs help with a buyer. So there's tons of opportunities to make money. If you guys are sitting there like, oh man, I don't know how to make money. Like I don't know what the heck you're doing. Like I just got a deal. There's a deal right there that she needs help moving. I mean, there's definitely opportunities out there. If you're making excuses, you're just not working pretty much. So, and by the way, if you reach out to me, if you're watching this and you want to help me move this deal, because I run Investor Thrive, so I can't do real estate until the challenge starts full time. So if you want to help me and you want to learn the dispositions process, hit me up. I'll teach you how to do it, and I'll say, hey, I'll give you a cut of the deal if you want to do it. So let's go back to the process that I have of how to find buyers. So you can go online. So I just posted, use batch leads to find a buyer. Here's a video of how to do it. I would show you guys, but we're live, and for some reason YouTube hates on showing you the screen. So anyway, after networking and finding your cash buyers, which I like all those strategies, and I also have a cash buyers list. So let's look at my cash buyers list. Buyers, and I know a lot of people like send out a giant text and email. I don't really do that. I just call like certain people that like I feel like our top buyers in the area, some agents, instead of just blasting out like a text blast. I don't know. That's just how I roll. You can do whatever. I've done both, but all right, so let's go to my buyers list. Right. This is for Utah, but we're gonna go. Shoot. I gotta go to the drive, my drive. Okay. And this is my nationwide buyers list that I bought. And I've like traded up and worked with a ton of people on it. This is just one of them. I got it from Nick Perry. I bought it for like $25K. It was freaking expensive. If I went back, would I buy it for 25,000? Probably not. Just to be straight, guys, I probably wouldn't. All right. So here are the buyers in Florida. Let's see what areas they're interested in. Interested areas, type of properties, end buyer. Central. Okay, it says central. That doesn't really help. I don't care if it's central. I want to know like city. So let's look up Orlando, the Orlando area. Okay, so there's 35 buyers on this list, according to, well, it's not actually according to that. Okay, here it is. So Orlando, wouldn't it be sweet if it said Leesburg? I'm sure it doesn't get that granular. It does. Oh my gosh, dude. Let's freaking go. All right, let's call these guys. Let's give it a call, brother. We calling our guy here. And by the way, I heard someone from my Discord say something, so maybe someone's already trying to get to work. I can ask a fellow wholesaler friend to see if he has buyers lined up to take a look at it. Let's go. Look, man, I'm all about collaborating now. If I can get my own buyer and we don't have a JV agreement, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I appreciate you looking. I'm gonna make more money that way. But if they're like, hey, you want a JV with me, then I have to determine if I want to do that and get myself tied up in like an agreement. All right, let's call. Let's see if we can get these two people over there. Man, my eyes are just on fire right now because I got so many dang tabs open. This is kind of ridiculous. So let's go here. And if anyone's watching this is freaking money training. This is perfect. I mean, if you guys don't understand the value of what I'm doing, of like giving you the juice, this is just 1 hour. Like imagine me doing this for 30 days. All right, let's call. Son of a bee. I think that that number doesn't work. It's all good. It's got an email. Did it work? Just calling. Let's text. Hey, this is. Oh, let's go. Hello? Weird. Is the fantasy you are cash buying the Leesburg area, and I have a property that I need to sell ASAP. Are you currently buying at this time? Okay, so that's kind of like generally like what I would say. I'm gonna call one more time though because I don't like the fact that it rang and didn't ring. I usually call 3 times in a row, because people usually don't answer numbers they don't know. All right, there's an email for that guy too. So we're going to call the other number that I have. And it doesn't always work out. Like, who knows? I mean, there's two people. Ronald. Come on, Ronald. Don't let me down, Ronald. I can email him too. I mean, I can mail him.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Ronald.
No, he's not here.
Oh, do I have the right number though?
Yes, I'm gonna help you.
Yeah, so I've actually worked with I think some of my partners had worked with Ronald in the past on real estate, and I was just calling to see if he's still buying properties.
If you're looking to tell me something right now, I'm not interested.
I'm sorry. Well, it's really hard to hear you. What did you say?
If you are selling us something, we are not interested in buying right now anything, okay?
You're not in the real estate market right now?
Yes, but we are not buying at this moment anything.
Is it because of the market? You're waiting?
No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do have a great property I think you guys would be interested in.
No, not right now.
Okay. Last question. Do you know anyone that's currently buying in your area? Because, again, I have a property I need to sell quick, and it's at like a really good discount.
No, what are you selling?
It's a single family home. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It's in Leesburg.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, just looking for I have it for about around $50,000. It needs some rehab, but I'm really looking for a cash buyer or someone that would be interested in a rental or a fix and flip opportunity.
And where is the location in Leesburg?
Let me look it up really quick. Do you know the area pretty well if I told you the street or the address?
Some of the areas I know.
Okay. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Nathan.
What's your name? Sorry.
Nathan, Nathn, Nathan Payne.
Okay.
It's on West Main Street, so it's on West Main Street in Leesburg, 2512. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that area.
No, not interested right now.
Is that a bad area?
I don't have that for that area. For that street, no.
What
okay.
It's a pretty rough part of town, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, no wonder he's selling to me for such a good deal. It's a rough part of the town, huh?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
You have a good one.
Okay.
I appreciate your time.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. All right. So now, okay. Let's see. Make sure she hung up. Hello. Where is my damn? Okay, I'm gonna start getting rid of some tabs. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, she hung up. All right, so she is out. All right, that's fine. She's out, but she is a legit cash buyer, which is super dope. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say legit, but we are gonna highlight her in yellow. By the way, I'm not even using a CRM. I have a CRM, but in this situation, I'm not using one right now. I'm trying to show you how to bootstrap this business until you can scale it. So she's out. So I got to get a hold of this guy. And oh shoot! All right, we're gonna email Wayne, and this is like the limited stuff. Like there's way more I can do. I'm just being quick about it. All right, let's get it. Let's hit up my boy Wayne Goodrich. Hello, hey Wayne, what's going on? All right. We're going to send them the message that we sent on Facebook. I got a screaming deal. Oh, shoot, I'm getting a call back. Let's get it, boy. Hello?
Hello, is this Glenn?
This is Nathan, yes.
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing good.
This is Iyad. We spoke to you. Remember you spoke last week about the deed? I spoke to you on Monday.
Let me remember. What's the address of the property?
Oh no, I'm sorry, man. Who's this? Is this Glenn Williams?
No, my name's Nathan Payne.
I got you. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I do real estate though.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Thank you.
All
Bye-bye.
right. See ya.
Sorry.
Yep. Interesting. I thought that was one of the buyers from Florida because it started with the 3, but all right. Anyway, so we already know that this deal, just from me talking to him, what else was I going to say? The call with that lady, that it's going to be a tight deal. It's not like freaking fire, which is whatever, who knows? We might be able to find somebody. Again, that's the problem with wholesaling without knowing your market, is you spend a lot of time having to do research. It's whatever though. Leads are less expensive. So you pick your poison. Leads are less expensive, but you have to do more work, or do less work, and you have to pay a little bit more for leads. Not always, but that's usually how it works. Okay, so super good deal on house. Say that. Are you buying real estate in Leesburg? I'm not going to give him the address because I kind of want him to just I want him to respond before I give him, because I want to know, right? So I'm not going to just be like, hey, are you interested in buying this? And if he doesn't respond, then I have no feedback. So I need feedback, because if I find out from like 10 people that this is the trashiest area and nobody wants this stuff, I'm just going to not waste my time. Like, it's no point. The numbers make sense according to running comps, but that's not always how it works out. It's areas super important. Do people even buy or even want that? So, hey, I got a screaming deal in Leesburg. I need to wholesale it ASAP because the seller loses the house in foreclosure on 7. Are you still buying? Are you still buying in there? I called you at this number, but it didn't work. Not sure if you have a better number where I can reach you about the property. Okay. All right. Cool. So we're gonna send that. We'll see if he responds. And by the way, if you go to my mind map, if you're in one of my students or in my program or whatever, I actually gave away a free mind map, but I'm actually like holding it back because I don't think people really appreciate it as much as they should. This is the mind map that I used to give away. Actually, I pimped this thing out, but we're on step 3 of finding a buyer. So I teach people, okay, first thing you got to do, find your buyer. These are the best way to find buyers. Again, I would show you on batch, but batch YouTube doesn't like it. And I'm live right now. So after you network with people, you gotta vibe with them. You find deals they want. But again, we're finding a deal for a specific property. So I wanted to show you guys this. This right here has every way to find cash buyers, specific cash buyers in the world. I went and wrote every way on how to do it for my systems and processes to make it easy in case I need someone to go do it. So realtors, that's probably the next step I would do. I would probably hit up some realtors because realtors are the best. They have the relationships and they can get it done quick. Call investor-friendly title companies. I need to call a title company, get title set up, because this might not even be a deal because of how many judgments and how much stuff is going on. I can ask some private money lenders. I have a private money lender list right here. I can call private money lenders in Orlando and say, hey, who do you got? Batch leads, social media. The list goes on and on and on and on. I'm going to hit up my boy really quick, though, Kelly, because Kelly Whitehead, he does buy in Florida. So I'm gonna hit him up. Come on, Facebook Messenger. Piece of trash. Won't even look his name up. Come on. Is it not Whitehead? It's Whitehead? Oh man, how embarrassing. I haven't never called him that, but I'll say, hey man, are you do you buy in Leesburg? He's from Orlando, Florida, or have any buyers out there? Got a good deal there that I'm wholesaling. Again, I'm willing to work with you on it. if it makes sense. I'm going to send him because I like Kelly and I trust. And honestly, I'm not worried about someone going behind my back and taking all this information that I send out. I'm not really, I'm never worried about it, because if you're going to steal a deal from me, then that's just who you are and you're not going to succeed in life. But I'm not worried about it. You're going to call that guy that I have a contract with and try to go behind me, go ahead. That's a weird conversation to have. And that's not the way you do it. So it's not something I'm worried about. Okay. Oh, man. I woke up today at 4:30. I wake up every day at 4:30 and I get to work. I plan my day on my freaking planner I made that I give away. So, I've been at it. I've been having fun. I did jujitsu this morning. I choked out some people. Got choked. Actually, I didn't get choked out. I did get submitted once. So, okay. All right. I got some people saying, you sound honest. You sound honest. Let's go. Wow. I hope I sound honest. Yeah. What does sounding dishonest sound like? That's what I want to know. How do I download it? So if you don't have the mind map right now, I gave it away for free. Now it's just for people in my program. But yeah, it's money, dude. I'm telling you, this thing has everything you need to know. And that's another thing I'm going live, because everybody's like, oh, I can't find a deal. I'm like, yo, go through my mind map. And they're like, then I don't hear from them. So I'm going to go through my mind map and show you how to get a deal. I'm just doing it right now. I'm doing what I teach, but I'm going to do it starting in 30 days. So that's it, guys. So thanks for watching me. Thanks for saying I sound honest. That's good. That's a good thing. What if you're like, hey, you sound dishonest? I'd be like, whoa, that sucks. I'm not. But yeah, that was a fun first day of going live with batch leads. I'm, like I said, starting February 1st, I'm going to be going live. Check out my calendar. This thing is nuts. I plan out everything. Let's see. So February 1st, I'm going live at 9 a.m. every Wednesday from now on with batch leads to show you guys how to do deals. But I will be going live in my own Facebook group in the platforms you guys see every other day for 30 days to show you guys how to do deals. I just locked one up. Watch this video. See how it's done. All right. Let's get it, everybody. Everyone have a great day. I'm going to eat some lunch. I'm hungry. Yo, Daniel's like, yo, brother, we got another deal. You want it? I'm going to say, Daniel, bro, I run another business, dude. I ain't got time for all these leads. Hey, guys, if you want free leads, network. I get leads for free from other services and people because I network. So if you want to learn how to network the right way, I'm the networking king. I don't pay for leads unless they're in specific areas, and I use batch. I use different skip trace with them, but mainly it's like through networking. I use batch to look for buyers. I use batch to drive for dollars. But it's crazy. Like, just network, learn how to do it the right way, and you won't. And you can learn. And I've only been doing this like networking thing strong for 1 year. And now I don't have to worry about leads. So it's not to flex on you guys. It's to show you can do it too, because anybody can do it. All right. That's all I got for you today. Hit me up. Follow me on investorthrive.com or go to my Facebook group. I'll show you where it is. If you want to be a part of this challenge more, you just go to Painless. Where the heck is it? The Painless Wholesaling Group. This is where you can watch more of my screen on how I'm doing things. Wholesale with confidence. That's what it's all about. Learn the most profitable and effective way to get started in real estate, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, join this group. I go live all the time. I'm live right now. As you can see, there's one person watching. So I got raving fans in my Facebook group. They love it. I'm just kidding. All right. And I am out. Let's say, just a heads up. This is for my networking, right? Hey, just a heads up. My wholesaler friend Diego lives 30 minutes from this property. He's going to, what? Come on, man. That's crazy. Get the heck out of here. So I make one post. I make one message on my group. And I say, hey, who wants to help me? She connects me with Diego, who lives 30 minutes away from this property, and says he's going to call me soon on the landline phone you gave me. What in the world? That is unreal. If you guys don't think that's amazing, I'm showing you how it's done. You don't always need to just like do everything yourself. You can leverage people. You can work together. Maybe you won't make the whole wholesale fee, but it's whatever. You can get more done. Okay, unless you have full time. Oh my gosh, is this him? Hold on. Hello?
Hi, is this Mr. Nathan?
It is. Is this Diego?
Yes, sir, it is. How you doing today, sir?
Oh man, I'm doing great, dude. Thanks for the fast and prompt call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's how I work, baby. Real quick, and I'll be quick with this time as well.
Of course.
I just want to let you know what my situation is on this end. I did get the details on the property.
Okay.
I'm going to start asking around with a couple of cash buyers that I may have on this end.
Yes.
And I'm going to do my best. It's about 30 minutes away from my place, so I can even swing through and actually be there.
Bro, let's
for all intents and purposes.
If you help me do this deal, let's JV it. Let's do 50-50 if you're down.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what I was going to talk to you about right now. What are your numbers looking like on assignment fees and stuff like that? What are we thinking?
You know what's really interesting? I don't know this area very well, but I thought the ARV was around like 140, 150 because there's a lot of mobile homes like south that are selling for like the 120 range. So I was like, yeah, man, this could probably go for 140, 150. So he apparently it needs a gut job, but it's only like 9,000 square feet. So it can't be more than like 80,000, somewhere around there. On a small house. So I figured there was enough room for a flipper to make, maybe 30, 40, and we could make like 10 or 15. That was my numbers just off of a quick look.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. So the good news is that I'm actually based in not Orlando per se. It's a little bit north of Orlando. I'm only about 35 minutes away from that Leesburg area. I know that area really well.
Bro, let's go. That's awesome.
Yeah, right. So for that reason, though, Leesburg is very much I don't know if you use this term very often, but your Johnny Lunch Bucket type people, your contractors, electricians, construction workers. That's where they kind of originate out there.
Bro, that's exactly who I was talking to, bro.
Yeah. So because of that reason, I have a contact who actually has he probably has a pretty good list for cash buyers. So I'm going to start making calls for that. But if we're trying to get the property down, because it's listed, I can see for like 130. If we could probably get it down, what are we thinking? Like 100 flat, 115. What are we thinking?
Oh, to wholesale it to a cash buyer for?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't think so. I think we'd have to wholesale it for like around 55 or like 60, 65 because it needs a ton of work, right?
Yeah.
So I mean the wholesale fee.
Are you in contact with the agent or is this a private?
No, this is I'm just direct to seller on this one, and he's super tight. And I told him I'm pretty much wholesaling. I'm like, look, dude, I got to send my people through. How do I get this done? And he's like, I need what do you say? He was like, I'll open the door. I don't care. He's gonna lose. So I'll give you the situation. He's gonna lose it in 2 weeks.
Sure.
Well, actually, January. I need to close by February
7th, correct?
Yeah, February 7th is when it needs to. Is like when it goes to auction. But second, he wants to get it closed by, and he was kind of skeptical because he's like, man, I don't have time to waste. So I said, look, I can get people to go look at it. Just give me till Tuesday. So my goal, what I was going to do is just call and send some people there. But if you want to do it, bro, let's go JV 50-50. You send people through and I'll give you the guy's number and let's get this deal done. But I do believe that the wholesale fee at most is going to be probably like 15,000 that we would split. So if that's not worth your time,
Sure.
I totally get it.
No, you're good. So here, just to tell you a little bit about me. So I'm pretty new in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I know the market out here very, very well, but that's kind of the thing about what I'm doing out here. So any opportunity to make something happen, I'm definitely down to do it.
Okay.
It's just pretty much a matter of kind of like a handhold type situation where whatever you need, like I said, I'm only 30 minutes away. So if you're saying, what would we need? Would we need some contractors to get in there, see what the work would cost, or what are we thinking?
All we need is for some cash buyers that are actually buying in the area to go and see it. Okay. That's it. That's it. And then they would determine at that point, if after looking at it, like what they'd be willing to pay. And I would say like if we could wholesale it for like 60. Right now I have it at 50, but I think he'll go down to 45 if that's the best. Like I think he'll go down so we can do a 15K deal and both split 7,500.
Sure.
And that's it. That's the wholesale process. You call wholesale buyers and say, look, I got a deal in Leesburg. It needs a full rehab. But if if they just did like a light rehab and just use it as a rental, they could put less money into it. But that's pretty much it.
Sure, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, like I said, all you need to do is just tell me what you need from me, and then I can see what I got out over here to make something happen.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, let me. This is my personal number, by the way. So if you need anything, obviously just give me a call.
I'm gonna text you from my cell phone. So I'm gonna text you from my cell phone so you have it, because you called like my business line.
Yeah, this was the number that Luciana sent me.
Yeah,
that's why I was calling.
I'll text you it. I'll text you my number.
So are you affiliated to the Fast Track program, or is this like a Facebook group, or
So
where's this coming from?
I help Jerry Norton on the Fast Track calls, but I work. I have my own like business too, my own coaching business. And right now, the reason why I'm calling is because I have a network with a cold calling company that gives me leads. Okay. He hooks me up with leads to call.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And then I got this one under contract. And so I'm affiliated with a lot of stuff. I try to like help out as many people as I can. So
you and me both, my man. You and me both. Yeah, I run a consulting company for whole home filtration. So I do whole home filtration, solar panels, fencing, roofs. So I do a lot of home improvement stuff.
Cool.
So I'm in the market all the time, all day. So that's kind of why I was even interested in picking up the phone just to see what the situation was.
Yeah. So,
but okay, sweet.
Do you have any questions for me about what you need to do? Because all I need you to do is just reach out to some of the people that have buyers in that area, or you call some buyers and send them through. Schedule maybe a Friday, Saturday, or Monday showing, and you can either be there and open the door and be there to walk people through, or you can just schedule a time like at 11 or some time to send everyone through, and we can just have the guy be there. So it's easy for him. He can just be there at like 1 o'clock on Monday, for example, right?
Yeah, no problem. So what I can do is, let me start making calls, see who's out in that area and see who's running. And then what I can do is get back to you on a time where I can get them over there, if that be the case. And then once that's done, we just set two things up, and then I can be there if you need me to. Like I said, it's only like 35, 40 minutes away from where I'm at.
Easy money. I love it. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
Yes, sir. All right, cool, man. Cool. I appreciate your time, first and foremost. But we'll keep in touch, and I'll figure out what we can do. Okay?
Yeah, Diego, I appreciate it. I'll text you my number and just save it, and let's get this deal done, bro. I'd love to make some money with you.
Amen, brother. All right, I'll let you know.
Later, bye. Okay, so let me give you the play-by-play. I went on to my Discord, which is absolutely free, and there's a section called Disposition or JV, and I messaged in there and said, hey, I have a deal. Who wants to help me wholesale it? And within less than 10 minutes, it was like 5 minutes, Lucy, who is in my program, she's also we go back. She gave me Diego, who lives 30 minutes away from there, and this dude's gonna cold call. He's gonna cold call a list. He's gonna go show buyers the property. That's well worth my time not to have to stress about this deal, because I have other things I can do. I need to leverage my time, and sure, let's split it 50-50. If it's a $100K deal we make, the dude just made $50,000. Congratulations. If it's $10K, you make $5. So I'm more than willing to work with people and leverage their time so I can do more stuff with my time. Okay. I look at this as how many deals can I complete? Networking, working with other people. Again, I have a dispo guy. Like, he's probably gonna be like, dude, let me do it. I'll let him do it too. But I'm showing you guys, this is how it gets done. All right. So I'm going to say, Lucy, you freaking rock, girl. You rock, Lucy. Rock, Lucy. He just called me, and we are going to JV on the deal together. We will have to give you a cut too once it's closed. So let's freaking get her paid. Let's get everyone paid. There's enough money in the world to go around for everybody. Let's not be stingy. All right, we'll get her paid too, because she made the connection. All right, maybe it's a 30-30-30. I don't give a bump. All right, everybody gets paid. Let's go. All right, I made the call. they show it, they take care of the dispo process. So I need to open up title just because this might be a complete waste of time if they can't get it done. That's about it, everybody. I could go all day. This is 8 hours. You don't think I'm gonna get in there 5 deals today? Come on. I'm gonna get 10 deals a day. But again, I can't because I got stuff to do. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you on the challenge every Wednesday. Join my group. You can see more of this. Peace out, Batch. Love you, Batch. You guys are great. Love everybody at Batch. It's great to be a part of the Batch environment. Hook it up. Go. They hook it up. All right. Peace. All right, later. Be confident as a wholesaler as well. Wholesale confidence. Remember that.